The latest on Martin Odegaard's injury. 4 days is a very long time in football, as Martin Odegaard has discovered this week. On Wednesday night against Olympiacos, the Norwegian was at his sublime, sparkling, and scintillating best. Manager Arteta described Odegaard's performance as phenomenal, while Dan Sheldon of The Athletic praised his beautiful, incisive passing, outlining how playing slightly deeper, he was able to control all aspects of the game and really run the show. Odegaard's stats versus Olympiacos, however, comes Saturday. For a third successive home Premier League game, the 26-year-old was forced off in the first half, plagued by a shoulder issue against Leeds and Nottingham Forest, this time suffering a knee injury. Arteta said afterwards that the news is not positive, with Odegaard leaving the stadium in a knee brace, solemnly concluding, "Let's wait. Hopefully it is not that bad." So, if the skipper is forced to sit out games against Fulham, Atletico Madrid, Crystal Palace, and perhaps beyond after the international break, who should be donning the armband instead? Arsenal's future captain is now the best in the world. When Odegaard has been sidelined both this season and last, the armband has rather been shared around, with Gabriel and Saka among those donning it in recent games. However, after yet another excellent display against his former club on Saturday, Rice has really come to the fore as a leader in this Arsenal team. In football history, 11 players have moved for £100 million or more, of which very few proved to be a success, and as Alexander Isak and Florian Wirtz are finding out at Anfield, a price tag that gigantic can weigh even a world-class player down. Well, Rice has certainly bucked the trend in that regard, unequivocally outstanding every week, with the table below documenting his importance to Arsenal so far this season. He leads the way in terms of key passes and shot-creating actions, a large proportion of which will be courtesy of his expert set-piece delivery, as well as ball recoveries, very much contributing across every area of the pitch. Speaking about Archie Gray in his press conference on Friday, Tottenham manager Thomas Frank, of all people, asserted that Rodri and Rice are the best in the world in their position, adding that this is because they can do a little bit of everything. It is hard to disagree with that assessment, considering Rice is able to put in a brilliant performance irrespective of where he is deployed, used at the base of midfield from the start on Saturday, before moving higher up following Martin Zubimendi's introduction to replace Odegaard. During his final season at West Ham, one that culminated in Conference League glory, Rice was the club captain, donning the armband for England for the first time against Belgium last year too, underlining his leadership capabilities. So, if Odegaard is going to be sidelined for any period of time, Rice appears the obvious candidate to lead Arsenal out at Craven Cottage in a fortnight.